excited. A little over 7 years, John and I have been, and Bill, we've been rattling our cages. Just how do you address this problem with the bathrooms? Some of the ideas that were floated around were those electronic locks that lock at a certain time, but the problem with that is if people are in there, the dang locks lock them in for the night, right? And so that's the last thing you want to be in there doing your business, and now you're locked in for the whole night until the night, right? And then they would circumvent them by putting like little wads of toilet paper in the actual lock mechanism. So then, it wasn't working, and we even had people that lived nearby that would volunteer to go open the bathrooms, and closing the bathrooms is not the solution. Other cities deal with this problem, and I know I brought it up repeatedly. We got to figure out a way. People go to the park, they take their kids to the park, their grandkids to the park, and and our workers, they're the best. They do a great job out there keeping it clean, but then these folks come and they destroy it, vandalize the bathrooms, So I'm excited to see this. I do have some questions, and I assume I know the answers, but I just want to hear it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. So this pilot program that'll be going on. When it concludes, I assume we as council will get a report on the successes and the failures and that kind of thing. Am I correct in that assumption?
Yes, that is correct. What we're looking to do is we've gotten kind of our public works a report of maintenance that they've had to do over to the restrooms and the parks for the last 3 years. We're going to take a period of time that's similar to the time that we're going to be having this 6-month pilot program, and then compare it to what the pilot program has now been able to achieve. We're also part of the process that the security companies are going to be doing is they're going to be giving us also reports on kind of what's going on in the park, what they've had to address, and they're going to be working closely with our public works and our police department whenever there's any issues. So we're going to have all that reporting as well. So we'll come back to City Council with that report.
And then this security company, Lions, should we vote to approve them, they're going to focus on those specific parks that have been listed in the staff report. I'm assuming that our paid city park rangers, and I think we have 3 of them left, maybe 2 now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, will be able to dedicate their time in the remaining parks.
Yeah, so the goal with that would be that they could that they would have a little bit more free time to be able to address issues in those parks that are not have that kind of a high vandalism rate, but also dedicate a lot of the responsibility of the park rangers is to be out there for our permitted users and then our park users, the folks that rent the shelters, folks that rent the soccer fields, and so whenever there's been issues in the past, that kind of takes them away from that responsibility of dealing with certain situation that might be happening at a park that a security company can deal with, or either security or a police department can deal with. Sometimes it's not a high priority that needs to be addressed by a police department, so it might take a little longer for them to get out there. Now we're going to have a security company help address those issues. So yes, they'll be able to be at the other parks, but also just give a little bit more attention to our park users.
Again, I'm really happy after 7 years we're finally getting to the nexus of this issue that's seemed to be so perplexing for our city. Hopefully this will take us forward in the right direction. So I'll second.